Hey everyone, welcome to day 8 of our 12 days of Christmas. My name is Melanie Allen. I'm so honored to be able to come and just share a little bit about my journey with you guys. This has been an amazing ride in Plexus, and I can't wait to share a little bit about my journey. So I got my little Christmas hat on. It's 11 o'clock at night. I thought, let's make it a little fun. So excited that Christmas is coming up. It's my favorite time of year. And so I'm going to start and just share a little bit about my story. So March of 2014 is when I saw my friend Laura Moon Ferguson posting on Facebook. And she was posting about this pink drink, and she was posting about how she was losing weight and feeling better and having more energy. And I was like, I caught my interest, and I had just had my third baby. So Caroline at the time was only 10 weeks old, and I was breastfeeding her at the time. And so I was really skeptical, and I wanted to see the ingredients and looked into it. I even took it to 5 different medical professionals. So that was me in the beginning. I was that girl. So now I try to be patient with those people because I know where I was at, and I was super just cautious. But I did tell Laura, I still remember sitting in the parking lot of HEB, and I remember telling her that if I decide to go all in with this business, watch out, because when I give it my all, I do I go all in and I really give it my best shot. So it's funny looking back at that now for where I am. But in the beginning, I really just wanted to, make an extra $500 a month or something like that. I wasn't really interested too much in the business. I'm an occupational therapist, but we were really struggling, you guys. I wanted to be home with my kids. It was my dream to be that stay-at-home mom, and trying to figure out how we could do that. And we definitely couldn't on one income, created a lot of debt, keeping me home with 3 kids. And so I, started, I guess, March 18th of 2014, I started the, Triplex and X Factor. And what I noticed right away was more energy. And so I told my husband that I wanted to take these products for a really long time. I felt so good. And before I started Plexus, I was exhausted. Any exhausted people out there? That was me in the beginning. No longer with Plexus. But I was so exhausted. I had brain fog. I had out of control sugar cravings. I couldn't sleep well. I had joint pain. I had digestive issues. I was a hot mess. I had adrenal fatigue. So I thought all this was just third baby. I'd been nursing or pregnant really for the last 8 years. Pretty much our whole marriage, I was either pregnant or nursing, had little breaks in between where I wasn't pregnant, and we had the next baby. So it really did a number to my body. And I and like I said, that it was really starting to weigh on us with the stress of our finances. We were fighting a lot. It was just not good. So he told me that if I wanted to continue to take the products, that I needed to get them paid for. And I was like, I'll show you. And so I asked Laura what I should do. And she told me to post on Facebook. She told me what to post. And I went silver in the first week. And then for those of you that are new, that's 3 ambassadors. And so I got my $175 back. And then within 3 months, I went gold. So I started going to, Melissa had, monthly opportunity meetings. She had trainings, and I went to all of those, just really building my beliefs. So set it gold from July of 2014 until January. In January, it's like a light switch went off for me. I was like, why am I not going all in? My husband mentioned that I either needed to make more money or go back to work. And so I needed to make a decision at that point to really decide, am I going to go all in? I never thought I'd do MLM. I never thought that, I thought the people in MLM needed to get a real job, I'll be honest. And, I had no idea, right? And so I drew my line in the sand at that moment. It was a Super Saturday, and something clicked for me. And I went all in. I drew my line in the sand like they talk about, and I gave it my all. And that month I hit senior gold. It was January of 2015. And March, I hit Ruby. And July, I hit Senior Ruby. And then I hit Emerald in December of 2015. It was New Year's Eve. It was such an exciting night. And I'll never forget it. It was such a special moment. And for those of you that are new, what an Emerald at Emerald level, that's when we get the 6-figure income, drive our free Lexus, and get to go to Hawaii every year. And you guys, we couldn't afford to travel. So it was always so frustrating to me because we got married in Maui, Hawaii, and I had a dream of going back there every year. I would beg him to go back, and we just could never afford it. So when I went to Hawaii for the first time, I was just in tears. We even went back to the hotel that we got married in. It was so special to just be back and see it. And I got to go back again this year. So I've been to Hawaii twice now, and to get to go every year is just such a dream. And he can't tell me we can't afford it anymore. So that makes me really happy too. So sometimes our skeptical husbands can drive us, right, to prove them wrong. I definitely would say that's the case with my husband and I. And he's super proud of me and totally on board and supportive now. But in the beginning, he was really skeptical as well. So, okay, so I'm going to go over a couple tips and then I'm going to kind of weave into my story. But my biggest thing that I can think of off the top of my head that I wanted to share with you guys are my affirmations. And actually, you know, this business is about duplication. You're still going to be yourself, but there's certain things that our uplines teach us and we duplicate. So one thing that I tried to do is I wanted to be obviously where Melissa was. So I started duplicating, you know, her and Laura. And one thing I still remember her talking about affirmations, and these are some of her affirmations that I've adopted to be some of mine as well. And so I want you guys to think about affirmations and mindset because it is so critical for your business. And if you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to believe in you either, right? And you need to have 3 things in this business to be successful. It's belief in yourself, belief in network marketing, and belief in Plexus. And those 3 things, and they need to be 100%. You need to be all in with those 3 things. And when you are, belief is contagious. Passion has a sound, and so does belief. People join you for your passion when you don't even know what you're talking about. In the beginning, I had no clue about ingredients. I had no clue any of that stuff. I just had this pink drink. I was feeling good, and I was telling people about it. And they saw how tired and exhausted I was before, and they saw the change in me, and that's really what made them curious. So I'm going to read these affirmations. It's the only thing I'm going to look at, but I don't want to forget anything. So I'm a child of God who reflects the love of Jesus in all my actions, thoughts, and words. I have unlimited potential. I can reach my goals and dreams, and I can have victory in every area of my life. I have an opportunity and a product that people are desperate for. They need and desire what I have to offer. When I speak, people are drawn to me and hear what I have to say. I step out of my comfort zone daily, and I'm willing to do what others are unwilling to do to accomplish the dream that God has put on my heart. I am a diamond ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. So I have that taped on my mirror. So I'm going to challenge you, put your affirmations on your mirror, make that dream board. You guys, my why has changed so many times in this journey of 3.5 years. It started to just get my products free, and then to, you know, pay my groceries, and then to pay a car payment, and then just to go on date nights and have a sitter. So it's just grown over time, right? And so I look back on this journey, and even more so just thinking of the personal development, and that I'm just a constant learner. I'm consistently learning and growing and reading books. And I know even at Diamond, I will never have arrived, right? We're always learning, we're always growing and improving. And so have that mindset to continue to grow, to continue to learn. And the other big thing I like to tell people is to share and not sell. So what I mean by that is facts tell and stories sell every time. So you need to draw people in with your story. And I think just sharing from your heart and being genuine is so key on Facebook. be authentic, be you. In the beginning, I was really salesy. I had no idea how to post on Facebook. And so don't do that. That's not good. Okay. So I look back at my posts and I cringe because they were terrible. I would say things like, what do you have to lose but weight in inches? So I just look back and I'm like, oh Lord. Anyway, so you don't want to post graphics. I would keep everything very personal as much as possible. So have a picture of you with your family, and go live and share. I think lives are really powerful to share your heart with people. So connect with people. I think that's what people need to see the most, is you just being genuine and sharing your heart. And also remember that people's opinion don't pay your bills. Okay. They don't pay your bills. So you got to have some thick skin in this business. Not everybody's going to understand what we do, and that's okay. Right. We know that we have an opportunity and a product that people are desperate for. They really need and desire what we have to offer. So remember, we have a gift to share with so many people, and use that, right? We want to be open to sharing that everywhere we go, not just on social media, but even in person. And so one thing I wanted to share that I feel like is a strength of mine is being able to connect with people in person and get them on my team. And people ask me a lot how I do that. So I thought I would just share with you guys tonight, like an example of a girl that is on my team. So those of you that might know, I was pregnant earlier this year. And in May, I went to get maternity clothes. And so I went to the maternity store to get some jeans and, was trying on clothes, and just really connected with, actually, she ended up being the manager of the store. And she started sharing her journey with me. And just naturally, I'm that curious person, even prior to Plexus, just learning about people's journeys. I love hearing people's stories. And I'm an occupational therapist, so love to just hear about medical history and all that stuff. So she starts talking about how she has MS, that she had she was 80% blind. She had gone numb in one side. She's 30 years old, you guys. And my heart just broke just hearing her story. She was going on and on and on and on and on. And I felt this nudge in my gut that I needed to say something to her, because I have an opportunity and a product that could help her, right? So I said, this may or may not be for you. And I know you're at work right now, but I feel like I have something that could really help you. Would you be able to chat this, later this week? And then we set up a time. And so I said, let's connect on Facebook and I will send you some information, then we'll talk. She was so excited. She'd been praying for something to help her. And God just used me to be that vessel to be able to reach out to her. She's now on my team. She's off all her medications. And you guys, it's not me. It's just me, being a vessel to share this information, right? And I'm just feel so honored to be able to help people and help help them with their health as well with finances. I mean, she was really struggling financially, and she's starting to build a business. So I'm really proud of her. She's grown so much, and just in the last couple months of being on the team. And, what if I would have never said anything, right? I couldn't have changed her life. So, and then the only other thing that I wanted to talk about, let me make sure I covered everything. Okay, is be genuine, be positive. Okay, so being positive on social media always. That is really critical. You don't want to complain. You don't want to tell people all about your problems on Facebook. You don't want to click share on a lot of things because it really people. Remember, this is your storefront. Your Facebook is your storefront. So you want people to come to your storefront and tune into your channel, right? So really look into attraction marketing. Be very mindful of your post and how you're posting on Facebook, and don't spam your friends. You need to throw in personal posts a lot and let people in on what you're doing day to day. And people love pictures. And then don't miss a day of IPA. So don't miss a day of your income producing activity. Scrolling Facebook is not income producing as much as we love to do that, right? But reaching out to people, presenting this opportunity, following up. We know that's the key to success. We know it takes between 5 and 12 times for people to ever order. So they need to have 5 to 12 exposures. And so remember that, that's when most people will actually order from you is like 80, I think it's 80% of people will order from you after like the 5th to 12th contact. So keep in touch, don't give up, and make sure you're continuing to follow up. I hope this encourages you today, and I hope everybody has a really blessed day. Go Plexus.